Hi guys, welcome to Dodgy's Garage, the most unscripted channel on YouTube, because even I don't know what I'm doing half the time. It's been a while, just no motivation to get anything, and the weather's been just there. And because I don't have a shed, because they're all full of cars I haven't fixed yet, I can't do anything because it's all outside. Anyway, enough of that. To get any further on any of the cars, I need to fix a daily driver. Luckily I still have the Mazda, because I went and sold my XL. I don't have a daily driver. I've been driving the Z3 as a daily now, and can't fix it when I'm dailying it. So I went and put this through rego the other day, or if you're in Britain, MOT. Did a check on it. Two things it failed on: engine oil leaks, because I never got to actually degrease the engine, and it's behind the engine where the oil filter is, and I think that might be leaking, so I've got an oil filter and I'm going to do a change on it anyway. And one shock, one of the front shocks. It's a 20-year-old car and only failed two things, and one of those is only because I didn't clean it. But that's pretty good, so they must like it. So I've got to get this thing ready for rego, all fixed. So I've got to give it an oil change. I've got ramps here I've got to put it up on, but first there's two different shocks you can get, and you have to measure it from the bottom of the coil seat in the strut to the sway bar link, how far they are. One's 30 mil, one's 100 mil. So yeah, so I have to measure that so I can actually get the parts, because I keep forgetting. And then it's just a case of pulling out struts, changing the shocks out of it. I don't know if I've got a tool, I'll figure out something. And then replace that, give it a clean, oil change, and then she'll be smick. Ready for pass rego. It's already done the test, so as long as I fix those two things, she'll pass. And then I have a daily, which means I can work on the other stuff. And I can actually fit stuff in this to go pick up parts. Because the Roadster, a bit small, picking up parts, I found out. It doesn't fit. So we'll get into this. It's supposed to be raining again this weekend. I mean, this is Saturday and it's already, most of it's gone because I've been doing other things, and I like napping. Naps are good, but too many naps. And the clouds are already coming over, so don't think this weekend's going to be much chop, but I've got to get it done. I need a car for rego daily that's cheap, and well, that's cheap, but I can fit shit in. And doesn't have a rear window that's falling out, giving you a cold breeze in your neck every time you drive it. And I can't stop when it's raining, which is most of the time during the week now, because no rear window, it gets full of water. And this is just sitting here, I'm on as well. So let's, yeah, so all I have to do is jack her up, and there's the ramps. Jack it up and measure the distance thingy. And then we'll put it on the ramps to do the oil change, and at least clean up the underneath of it, and then we'll rip out those front there. Now, to clean this car up, I did try and get rid of all the dents and scrapes and stuff, and I accidentally went too far and used some 600. I should have just used cut polish, but I decided to get the bloody, what's the name out, paper, and I went too far. So I've got to clear coat that, and I haven't got any clear coat other than a litre of raw unmixed version, so I reckon that should come up quick. That was all white, if you remember, and I put the new tail light in and the new headlight indicator, which doesn't fit. Fancy that. The part I bought off eBay does not fit, because they have two little slides and it doesn't slide. I still got to fix that. They didn't care, so, but it doesn't quite sit. But hey, that passed rego. Even the headlights passed rego, which I was quite surprised. So let's get into it. The time it took me to go to the shop for some food and come back, it had rained, so I thought I'll just do this anyway. I thought better be safe than sorry. Get my spring compressors and take that spring off. Do you think I could find them? No. So I had to go to the shop and buy another set, or another pair of spring compressors. $84. I found the empty packet my other ones are in. You think I could actually find the spring compressors? But people, if you borrow them off me, give them back. This is why I'm always broke. I keep having to buy the parts, the tools that people borrow and never bring back. Anyway, done. Spring off. So it didn't go flying in my face. So I can easily put that one back together when I get around to it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to spring that one down before I can put the new one on. Anyway, as you can see, this one's still got a bit of give in it because it hasn't shrunk like that one. But yeah, they are marked right and left. As I say, this one is dry. Oh, there's the rubber. As you can see, the seat is dry. The shaft is dry. Oh no, that's got a bit of... Oh, they're not that good at all. Obviously this one might be a bit rooted as well. It just didn't leak like that one did. So you can see that one is just gross and wet. Anyway, how to put them back together. Right, there we have it. Change it over. Now, thanks I got these. That was so much easier because you can't actually compress that enough to actually put the top hats on to screw it on. You have to actually compress the spring, unless you get a machine to actually push down, to get it low enough, get the top hats low enough you can actually get threads. So yeah, and the new nuts, you get new nuts on them. They're, what's that, 19? It's about an 18 mil, but a 19 does it. Whereas the original nut is a 17 mil. So 17 to an 18. So they're upgraded or upsized the top bolts, these top bolts. Now I just wound these down as far as they'd go, which is pretty much where they go. And it doesn't spin, but anyway, there we go. So those two are pretty, yeah, there's the old one. Yeah, so that's a 17, whereas the new ones are 18. Cleaned the boots. I even threw a little bit of tyre shine on the boots just to make them look shiny. I gave them a wash in, what do you call it, hot soapy water. I even cleaned the bottom, this bottom rubber as well. So the bottom rubber's all clean. The, what's the name, is clean. Now there's a little orange thing inside there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Probably not. Probably should have done that while I had it out of the car. There it is. It's another, like a rubber. Yeah, so another rubber thingy. I didn't bother cleaning that. That sits on, I think that's just like a, what do you call it? Bottoming out, to stop from bottoming out too much and actually ripping stuff. So anyway, they're done. It hasn't rained yet, but geez, it looks like it's about to. At least the wind's died down. So let's go up and put these in. That was actually a lot easier to put back in than it was actually. Oh, now I noticed the marks. Can't remember where the marks are supposed to be. So I just put them both towards that front outer corner where the mark is. I forgot. I should have checked that or took photos, but never mind. Anyway, she's in. New struts. Yay. They actually went in a lot easier than went out. The the sway bar link actually just popped straight in. I didn't even have to use a hex screw on it or anything. And these, yeah, kind of a little bit, but that I was a bit worried if that would even fit, but a bit of wiggling in here she did, and then whack it with a bloody screwdriver, so she was fine. But yeah, that so shocks. Oh, friggin', so it's in. Unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, now that I've got those in, I've got about 2 minutes before it actually starts pissing down on me, because it's actually starting to rain now again. as it does. I don't have expensive tools, so I'm fine. I'll just throw that in the car. So that's pretty much it. Nice clean interior. It's now going to get dirty. So I'm just going to whack my wheels on and call that done. So all I have to do now is an oil change and degrease the engine, which I may not get done today or tomorrow because this is supposed to go through. But if I can't get it done next week, I'll just upload this video as is. If I can, well, you'll see that in a minute, I guess. But yeah, this has got balls on it. So anyway, so that's the main thing, is getting these struts swapped over, which really didn't take that long once I got everything organised. I mean, there's 4 bolts on top, 2 at the bottom, sway bar link, the brake hose, that's it, out. They're not hard. So, alrighty, so that's done. Oh, this is so dark now. This has got to, oh dear. Anyway, that's done. I'm happy. So they're in and done. So that's good. That wasn't really, I mean, yeah, 200, I think, something, 200 something. I think it was $150, 140 each. We've got the docket there somewhere. I know. Anyway, no, it's less than 300. The other ones are nearly 400. So careful what you get, because it's going to cost you a fortune. Anyway, I'm talking too much. We'll see how we go. All right. So next day, got a break in the clouds. Decided not to replace the oil filter, because my oil filter is like that big, and that one is like that big. So I'm going to wait until it's actually registered and driving, so I can actually get up on a hoist and check it properly. I might have to get another oil filter. So I figured we'll just clean it. So I mean, you can probably tell by me lying around on the plastic with that underneath, although I don't need that, but plastic. But yeah, that tends to get covered in water when you're degreasing. So I managed to degrease the whole engines underneath. Unfortunately, my stupid ass high pressure cleaner is pretty munted, so I ended up, get out of it, just using that bit. Still kind of high pressure, but yeah, I know that looks like there's supposed to be an O-ring there, but that's actually the clip to hold it in. But it pisses out water. Just, there's more water coming out of this than there is out of the end, which doesn't actually come out anymore. Could be because of the pressure, but that's screwed. So I thought, oh well, it's high enough pressure, more than a garden hose, so it's clean. There was a wasp nest under there as well, an old one, so I managed to get rid of that. But shitload of degreaser, she's clean. So that's all it needed for rego, was clean the engine, because the sump and everything was just covered in stuff. I might check the bolts on it, but I might actually do it undercover, because yeah. So that's done, that's clean. So battery's a bit low. So that's it, the car's ready. Go through rego this week and hopefully it'll pass. So new struts and degrease the engine bay, which is what they wanted me to do. Whoop. So yeah, that'll do it. Oh, that's good open. Okay. So there we go, that's it, that's all I need to do. So finally I've done something, yay! Now all I have to do is just clean up all this car parts from the bloody Dodge that we pulled apart. But I think we're about to get another rain storm-ish. Anyway, that will do me. I've done something, yay! Content! So click like, subscribe, because it won't matter if I don't do anything, you won't see me if I annoy you. So like, subscribe, bell, stuff, things, I don't know, whatever. And see how long I keep the beard for. A bit covered in crap. And then we'll start on something else. I might finish off the Beamer, although with this weather it's pretty shit, so I might see if I can get this going next, because I need that carby rebuilt, and at least when it's going I can then get stuff done, like the radiator's got to be flushed. Actually pull it apart and give it a proper going over, because that overheated too much. So I need the carby, need the radiator done. If anyone's got a shroud, one of these slant 6 bloody 66 Valiants, it doesn't have a shroud, probably could use one. If anyone knows if they actually had shrouds. And once I get that running, I can fix things like the headliner and a accelerator pedal I don't have. If anyone's got an accelerator pedal, big chunky black thing, or something that would pass a rego inspection, like the old hot rod metal foot with rubber inserts, yeah. God damn, so much crap. Anyway, enough of that. Thank you very much. Catch us soon. Hooroo!